So Dre went and started Aftermath. Mm-hmm. Became very successful with that. Suge, I believe, filed for bankruptcy at one point.
Yeah, that's when he didn't tell me, gotta get the book.
Yeah.
That's when it got all bad for me. Well, actually, that's not when it got all bad for me. He had a baby a year after my baby, and that's when I said, okay, gotta go, can't take this no more. And then
So were you and Suge like a serious couple at that point?
well, after he got out of prison, after I waited all that time and went against all my people and lost most of my friends, which I didn't have a lot anyway, but because people felt like, oh my God, I can't believe she stayed with Suge. Okay, take it as it may. I was trying to, figure, well, I'm here. I did all this time with you. I did everything I was supposed to do. I didn't know I was being used at the time. But I did. I tried for about 3 years. And then after it was worse.
Suge has generally been portrayed as like the boogeyman, of hip hop. It's like, oh, Suge's coming, we out. Like that type of thing. I mean, how, but a lot of these people don't really have a personal relationship with Suge. As someone who's known Suge for this many years, you guys have a child together. How warranted is that, is that image?
You mean what, him being a father or him being
is he really like the scary guy that everyone portrays, or do you think that he takes that image and tries to run with it and uses it to his advantage?
I think he's always taken it and made it bigger than it really is. I've always thought that. I said, no one man can do this.
Yeah.
But as far as him being a father, he stalks my life to be in my daughter's life. Which when I would run away, I would try and hide out for 6 months at a time. He would still find us. So I finally said, you know what? He has every right to have a relationship with his daughter. Me and him don't have to get along, but it's not fair for me to do that to her. And as far as him, back in the day, he was just generous, to a fault. I remember people calling at 3 a.m. saying, yeah, my mom's house in foreclosure, she's going to lose it by 6 o'clock tomorrow, can you help? He got out his bag, went and took money, saved their parents' home, really. Now, mind you, I don't know what the return on was at, but you had to gamble. You know what I mean? But if you can call somebody at that hour of the night and do that, then you have to know that there's consequences. People took their chances. And that's just what it was. Sure. And I think I didn't want any more, what is it called? I didn't want any more favors because I started realizing, hey, for every one favor, you want 6. And I said, no way. You know what I mean? Once it clicked to me, like, this, he want to tie you up for, he'll feel like you owe him like a real gangster. You know what I mean? You can never pay a gangster off because he's always going to keep,
Right. I'm
like, oh, man, I can't do it. So, and I didn't want to live in fear anymore. And I didn't want my daughter to live in fear. Mm-hmm. And that's, but as far as him being the boogeyman, he was, Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It took a lot for me to say, is he there? Because I didn't want to go. I said that I may have to go and take my daughter to the prison once a month, and I vowed I would never do that. But then, how else will she see him?
I've kissed him, and he's a good kisser, and that's all I'm going to say for that.
Yeah, he's a good kisser?
He's an excellent kisser, probably one of the best I've ever had.
I'm not gonna lie, man. To be non-biased, I don't know, man. It's been like 4 or 5 days, man. It's like, I don't know, it might be a little too late. I don't know, man. It depends on how hard he come. He gotta come with some ether type shit, man.